रामाय रामभद्राय रामचंद्राय वेदसे रघुनाथाय नाथाय सीताय पतये नमः. Yuddha chapter number 77, the death of Nikumbha. The recitation begins now. When Kumbha, his brother, met his fate at the hands of Sugriva, Nikumbha blazed as if he would reduce to ashes everything before him and rushed at Sugriva, the king. He snatched an iron bolt huge as a mountain. Its hold bore the marks of the fingers of its owner, and besides the sandal paste and scarlet powder, garlands and chaplets graced it. Bands of gold, gems, and pearls decorated it. Frightful to look at like the rod of Yama itself, it chased away the fear from the hearts of the Rakshasas and infused boundless spirit and energy into them. Like unto Indra's banner it was, but a light reed in the dreadful grip of Rakshasa, who whirled it above his head and roared lustily out of his huge mouth, causing the waters to cry out in dread agony. It gave him the appearance of huge cloud bank illumined with chained lightnings and rainbows roaring lustily. Garlands of gold graced his shoulders. Quaint armlets covered his arms. Rings of gold and gem were pendant from his ears, and the dreadful bolt blazed in his grasp. The tip of this weapon broke the boundary walls of the kingdom of Vayu. He blazed like the smokeless flame. Alakapuri, with its bright mansions of the Gandharvas, Amravati, rich with the huge palaces of the Devas, Ashwini and other constellations, Mercury, Venus and the other planets, were forced to bend themselves to change their course under the mighty wind raised by the whirling aloft of the weapon of Nikumbha. Resplendent with the splendor of their bolts, unable to be approached by his foes, Nikumbha, the fire of dissolution, began its work of destruction among the monkey forces. The Rakshasas and the monkeys stood motionless through fear. Rajhanga and the other mighty warriors like him met their fate at the hands of these monkeys. Then what call had you, puny creatures, to take your place in the battlefield? Afraid of this remark from Nikumbha, the Rakshasas were filled with new terror. But Anjaneya alone opposed him with his broad chest, ready for anything that might come from the enemy. And he brought down the mighty bolt, whirling it above his head with his arms that gave one the idea of a rival bolt itself, and hit Maruti on his chest, and he, the monkey hero, was the last word on strength, valor, and courage. And his breast was adamantine all through. So the bolt broke to pieces upon it, and like unto a huge meteor flame from the sky, it fell down on the earth. Even as a mountain feels the influence of an earthquake, did the son of Vayu tremble a bit under the mighty blow. Then he clenched his fist fiercely and hit straight and true at the breast of Nikumbha with all his force and speed he could lay behind it. Then the skin of the body of the Rakshasa was torn to ribbons, torrents of blood coursed down over it, and from it arose lightnings past count. Nikumbha recovered himself very soon and crushed Hanuman in his mighty grasp. Thereat the inhabitants of Lanka cried frightfully, "Hanuman the mighty is now in the grip of our Nikumbha, and a helpless prisoner at that." Nikumbha himself bore him aloft towards Lanka, but Maruti struck him down with his fist and freed himself. Then he threw him on the ground and pounded him severely upon it. Yet he sprang aloft in the sky and came down with a mighty force upon the monkey. Then he crushed between his arms the head of the Rakshasa, and roaring lustily he broke his neck. The monkey hosts rejoiced mightily and roared like lions when they saw Nikumbha the mighty down to death. The very quarters trembled thereat, the earth shook to her roots, the sky clove in twain, and the Rakshasa hosts were in the grip of mad terror. Thereat, Makaraksha rushed forward to have it out with Rama. Mangalam Kushlendraya Mahaniya Gunapte Chakravarti Dhanurjaya Sarvabhaumaya Mangalam.